He's gone. I think he's dead and gone. Big Eddie. I knew him well. Forgot all about the lad. Forgot all about the lad, Big Eddie. My goodness, he must. Yeah, he's at the side that he's dead and gone.
Okay, what? Can you show us the card?
I knew him well.
Okay.
But dead and gone.
What do you remember about him?
He was just a character too. He was a labourer. He used to come to us for wire slings and rope slings and stuff. Yeah, you know. But yes, I knew him. I knew him about the docks and stuff. Oh. That's Monday. That's Monday. I wonder if he's still alive or not.
Okay, can you show us?
Maunderson.
Do you remember much about him?
He worked in the next shop to us here, and his father, many years ago when I was this height, lived in the next house to us, down on Weaver Street. And he lived down there facing, you know where Lidl's shop is down there now?
Mm-hmm.
York Park, York Parade. They lived down there too. And I was out at his father's funeral many years ago too, and Norman, I think it was Norman Monday. I just knew him by Monday. This lad came in as an apprentice rigger.
Okay.
Norman.
Did he work for you then? Was
Norman
he
Kelly,
someone that you'd had to supervise?
Yes, he was an apprentice at that time, but yes.
He would have been 16?
Well, he was. There's a lad is still working down in the shipyard there now, Skin Mahood, and him and Skin, I think, played golf at the weekends together. I don't know where I lost trace of Norman whenever I left the place. I'm out 17 years, as you know.
Okay.
So I don't know Norman's not. This here was Shuey McGugan here. He was in quality control inspection and stuff, and then he went on to be a manager around the building dock and stuff.
Okay.
And whenever a lot of the lads I work with, the senior foreman, the foreman and the head foreman, they all left. Shuey then was made manager over the department. I worked under Shuey. I was a senior foreman and Shuey was a manager then.
Okay.
John Graham, I know. John was an engine works fitter all his life.
Okay.
A bit of a character. You will pick John up over at Conswater Shopping Centre.
Right.
Sitting having a cup of tea with some other old guys that work there and having a yarn with them. That's
okay.
That lady I was speaking to you about. That's John Graham.
There's a cafe in Conswater and they have all these images of the shipyard. Like, I think they're paintings or maybe they're photographs.
It's closed.
Oh, okay.
It's closed down. It's right down to the very end.
Yeah.
It's closed down now.
Okay, that's too bad.
I don't know, I was talking to a lad there and he said he thought he was going to try and open some small coffee house again.
Okay.
But, yeah. But no, it's closed. Smith's.
Okay.
In the shop where I was foreman over, there was a steel shop and a blacksmith, but they done steel working and stuff. He ended up, he was doing a lot of repairs to the chain blocks, the lifting gear and stuff in the Harlands.
Okay.
And along with the riggers.
You were saying he lives right here in the neighbourhood?
He lives about Lochside, just down the bottom of Scaganeel. Is that Lochview Terrace?
Okay.
I think that's Lochview Terrace. He lives there just at the bottom of Scaganeel. Yes. Okay. I could get his proper address later on, maybe. Well, when I steel worker, can't say no. McMillan, a draftsman, he would have been in the offices there. I wouldn't have known. Don't know that lad. There's a fellow with the same name as myself, A. McAllister, an ancillary worker, but my other younger brother's called Alan McAllister, but that's not him.
Can you show us the card?
I don't know the lad at all, but
okay.
I don't know the
What
lad.
was his job? What is an auxiliary, you said?
An ancillary worker. Whatever they've placed the ancillaries in us. I don't know for sure exactly what he had been doing.
Do you know what that means even?
No, an ancillary. No. Childs, Billy Childs. There's Childs there. No, that's not the same Childs. I don't know that lad either. I don't know. That's about my lot on those. So.
Okay. Is this someone who would know him?
Yes, I'm looking at some names here. The blades, you see the blades the dummies have done to the propellers?
What happened?
Well, that's during the run, the Olympic and the Hawk collided with one another.
Okay, the Olympic, of course, is the Titanic's sister ship, you're saying?
Sister ship, yes.
Okay.
So they had to take Titanic from the dock and put her outside to one of the wharfs. And this here is a photograph of the Olympic going in to get the propellers adjusted, taken off, the blades taken off and
okay.
renewed. And that's the Thompson dock with
okay.
the Titanic here and the Olympic going into the dock.
Okay, where did the Titanic go then? Did they just anchor it?
Take it to a wharf, a jetty, a fitting out wharf, and tie her up there.
Okay.
While the dock was being occupied by the Olympic here and getting work done on her.
And what happened to the Olympic?
Well, she damaged herself there, but she wasn't all that bad. It was just you can see that's the Olympic Air with the blades marked on her here for removing and new propellers, because that wouldn't have done for her speed runs and vibration throughout the ship and stuff.
Okay, it crashed. You said it crashed into another ship?
It collided. It collided with the Hawk. There's paperwork on it there, but I just don't know exactly.
Okay. And did that happen off the coast of Belfast?
No, I think she was coming out of New York at the time. She was sailing from the States at that time over, whenever that happened.
So the Olympic was in full service and it was just brought back?
Yes. You see, she was a lot of years ahead of the Titanic. She was a few years ahead of Titanic.
Okay. Can you tell us about the funnels again?
Yes, well, although that's the Olympic there, and she was during the First World War. She was taken over by the Admiralty again as a troop carrier and stuff like that. But the funnels, although they had 4 funnels, the after funnel of all was only a dummy funnel. It wasn't. It was only for appearances stakes, and that's all that was for. They used the 4th funnel as a storage area for different things. Some of the ships had cages in them, dog boxes, where the passengers bringing their dogs from America to England or from England to America, and they had to quarantine the animals. So that's what the 4th funnel was used for. With
okay. Here's the example of the postcards.
It's better photographs here. They're not very good. Do you want to see the actual photos?
Sure.
Of those?
Yeah.
This people don't better.
Your own Pandora's box.
This is Pandora. You're lucky getting a look into this one, in fact. That's Olympic and Titanic. and you can see the enclosure here up around the top deck.
Okay, so that one's the Titanic.
Yes, and you can see the open framework here on the Olympic.
Okay, and what was the difference? It was when passengers went for their stroll.
When they were strolling around the deck there, and if she went into a bit of a storm across the Atlantic, and a lot of spray, a lot of the top water would have been coming up there and spraying the passengers. So the Olympic then, when that happened in Horror, they altered the Titanic and they enclosed this in with the glass windows and stuff here, so that they were able to take a stroll around this part of the deck here without getting any spray up around them at all.
Okay, and how about the funnels? Can you point out?
Well, as you can see in each case here, the three funnels here forward, the three forward funnels, is all taking the exhaust from the boilers and stuff, but the fourth funnel was only a dummy. There was never any smoke or steam came from it, as you can see better in this one. The other three funnels are the smoke and steam's coming out, but this one didn't operate as an engine funnel at all. The Ballina was built before I went into the yard, and she came back for repairs. But the other whalers that built there, the Thorshavit was built there. The Juan Peron, the Juan Peron was built there. But they sailed away and didn't come back. The Ballina did come back and went into the Thompson Dock for her annual overhaul when the whaling season had stopped for a couple of months. They came back and got all the machinery overhauled and stuff. But an awful smell from the whale stuff on board. But I didn't actually. Well, I worked down on the Juan Peron for a while, doing very little on Horror. But that was the one that the gangway collapsed on and killed all the people on during construction. One of the gangways broke. A lot of people killed on Horror.
Do you know what happened?
Well, there was that. They were queued up, waiting to get off the ship at 5:30. They blew a stopping horn then, and the men were all on. And the manager was supposed to stop them from going. It was a wooden gangway. The two gangways had one from the jetty up onto the side of the ship to a platform, and then from the side of the ship on up to the top deck. And the men were down the top wooden gangway. And there was that big a crowd got onto it and moving, ready to get off, whenever the gangway just snapped and broke.
And they fell in between?
They fell in between the jetty and the ship. Some of them hit the jetty with their heads on the way down. Originally it was 16 killed that night, I think, and there was 2 or 3 more died in hospital and stuff after that. There is...
Would it have been the Mater that they brought them to?
They would have rushed them to any of the hospitals at all, but the Mater would have been possibly the closest, and then the Royal Victoria Hospital.
Okay.
Yes, they would have. They have had a few ambulances down at that time. Although it happened during my time, I was on the road home then. I got a little ferry across from Victoria Wharf over to the Pollock Dock direction, and then we walked round there towards the LMS Railway. But that all happened just as I got home and stuff. The news broke then that there had been an awful accident.
And what year was that? Or what generation? Was it the 60s or the 50s?
Oh, it was in the, it was the 50s, I would say. It was 50s.
Okay. And can you tell us who the ship was built for, like who bought it, how many years it might have been in service?
Well, I don't know how many years it was in service, because it was for someone, the Juan Peron down at Brazil.
Okay. You're saying that 2 more actually died?
Yeah, well, there was a few more died. That was the initial.
Okay.
That was February the 1st, 1951.
Okay.
And
what was that paper? Was that the Morning Star?
that's a paper that's out of business now, the Northern Whig.
Okay,
At
the building's still
bottom
there.
of
Yeah.
Donegal Street, the building's still there, and it's a cafe now, I think, a coffee shop or something like that, yes.
That's right. Yeah, I think it's a restaurant as well.
A restaurant stuff there, yeah.
Okay, do you have any pictures of the Juan Peron?
Yes, it's, yeah. There's a lady that launched her from the, she worked in the Harland and Wolff drawing offices. Eva Peron was to come to launch her, and she took ill, and they went in and got this lady here.
Okay. Eva Peron, of course, is the woman who's famous for the play, the film. I don't know if it's a play or a film. I think it's a play.
For me, Argentina.
Is that it? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. That was Miss Annie McClug from Bangor. Old Rabbit went in and just picked her and come down and says, you're going to launch the Peron.
And what did that involve? Like she has a champagne bottle in
Well, she had to make I christen the ship so and so, and God bless all who sail on her and protect her and stuff like that. Yes.
Okay. And I remember you telling me you had some information about. Is that a picture of it?
Let's see. When I get the the Peron. Union.
Okay. That's the Juan Peron.
That's the Juan Peron. Now there's more. There's photos here, but they must be in the calendar one.
Do you remember what kind of numbers they were trapping or catching within their first weeks of operation? I remember you showed me an article or something about how many whales they had caught within the first few months or the first 6 months. Okay. Okay, this of course is like a record of all the clippings and articles that were written about Harland and Wolff.
These are different ships, yes, from way back. Let's see, the Bellina coming into the...
Okay, the Bellina, of course, was a whaling ship, wasn't it?
Right, she was built in the Harlands too. And there, it says here, in the 5 months in the Antarctic, she dealt with a record catch of 2,615 whales. That was in 5 months, which yielded 185,000 barrels of edible oil, 7,400 barrels of sperm oil, 50 tons of whale meat and 100 tons of whale meat extracted, and 1,800 tons of whale meat meal. So that's a record for the Bellina.
Okay.
It's Juan Peron and them is Peron, and he done a bit of welding. That's the keel plates, and he's been down for riveting and welding.
Okay, he was from South America, from Argentina, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to look through and see this. Compañía de Argentina de Pesca, Peron. It'll be the world's largest whaling ship at that time.
You said he was a millionaire?
It says here he's a millionaire. 46-year-old millionaire, president of the Compañía Argentina de Pesca.
Okay.
Welding at the Queen's Island. And that's him doing a bit of welding and stuff out of there. Bit of a ceremony out of it.